Well, for me, the first word I would say is that it was inspirational all the way around. It's inspirational for young folks, for folks like myself, because I get discouraged because there's not enough heart out there. And I felt like it had a lot of heart and a lot of hope. Well, being that my mother was an elementary school teacher, and I've learned that it doesn't matter what your background is, you can get a lot from school.
Like that you can talk about?
I am so excited about this movie night thing because I don't understand why we can't all see the same shows and the same films together. It just doesn't make sense. And it doesn't have to be kids' movies that the parents have to tolerate going to or adult movies that the kids would never be able to see. I just love the fact that we can all see something together and be enriched. And yes, I do remember I used to watch The Wonderful World of Disney every week with my parents, and they always had movies like Old Yeller and Sounder I used to watch. And yeah, you cried, but you felt really good when it was over. It's the same feeling. And I miss that greatly. I think unity is good. And
I was interested to play it just because I feel like it's very relatable for me. Not being as the quarterback, but being as the Corey character. It's a very relatable thing to a lot of families, very relatable to a lot of kids to watch it. And I think the more we put that out there, other than these shows that are about pregnancy and stuff like that, you're gonna give more of a positive message than half the stuff you see on TV. Well, I like what I like best about Tyler is that he isn't the cliche quarterback. Although he comes off at the beginning as that. He comes off as, everything's perfect in his life. So I like playing a quarterback, but also being able to be the kid that helped Corey get through this. I enjoy. I mean, I'm not really a football guy, but that was fun to be able to do. So I like being able to play that quarterback that was a real good, wholesome guy, not just the quarterback that looked everyone past. This was a quarterback that was a lot more than what he appears to be in the beginning. Yeah, it was very fun to do football. We went through a pretty hard training. I mean, we were out there with guys that have been doing this for 10 years. But me, along with Joe, we all definitely. I mean, this is our job. This is what our job is, to interpretate characters for other people to relate to. So we 110% worked out, and the group of guys that are on the team have so much personality that when we were presented with all these guys, we all just kind of bonded, which was great because you want to have this state champion team with this chemistry. And everything you see in it, I mean, is really as real as it can get. I mean, we watch dailies all the time, and we just feel like we're watching a reality show of how real it is in football. Besides me getting hit, of course, we had doubles. But other than that, I learned my spiral, learned all that stuff, so I put in the effort, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. I think adults are gonna really like watching this as well as children because it's real. It's a complete insight as to what we go through. I mean, I related to this 2 years ago when I was in high school, so this is something that is gonna hit home, but is gonna at the end of the day give them something. It's gonna make them feel good. I like walking out of theaters feeling good, or watching a film and feeling good at the end of it. And you're gonna get that aspect with being very subtle about the message we're trying to get across.
When I first read the script, I thought that the message was really strong because I feel like nowadays there are a lot of scripts that get shopped around and the messages, the themes aren't as strong as maybe what they used to be. And so I think that there's going to be a lot of kids out there who see this and who see my character in particular, and they're going to be inspired, and it's going to give them a little bit of hope to really keep pushing no matter how bad things get. And that really touched me. And so I'm hoping that when it's all said and done and it airs, there's going to be a lot of people out there who are truly affected by it in a really good way. So that, for me, was really, really powerful. it's still got really powerful themes that I think everyone can relate to, people my age, adults, younger children. But it's still real, and people can still relate to it despite the fact that there isn't all that vulgarity. There isn't any cursing. There isn't, the drugs and alcohol. It's going down to more raw emotion that I think can really affect people, and I think the media still needs that around. Even though, yeah, it's fun to go do all that other raunchy stuff, but now it's time for this, and it really allows me as an actor to bring out some real deep stuff that I think is great to be on TV. My mom and I, it's just the two of us at home in my situation, and as I've gotten older, and I'm not hanging out with her as much. I'm doing my own thing, but we have those shows where we sit down on the couch, and it's how we hang out. It's mom and Joe time to sit down and enjoy something together, and that's real special for us. And so even though we don't have a set night, it's still, we get to enjoy something together. No, and that's real powerful.